Good evening, good morning, good day, BlitzBall fans, and welcome to the first final of the ADEnglish Invitational. We've got a Rebel rookie team, Blissfulfire's Orcs, taking on Mad Academy's Markmail and his Undead team. With me in the commentary box, I have the captain of the ICBBL team in the first season, my good friend from a long time in the BlitzBall community. Sorry. We've got a Rebel rookie team. Shut up. There we go. Sorry about that. Taking on Mad Academy's Markmail and his Undead team. Right. Try again. I've got Krijay next to me in the commentary box from the ICBBL. Hello, Krijay.
Hello.
How are you?
I've been a frequent guest here, I think. Yeah, I'm one of the admins on ICBBL, and you might remember me. I'm the guy who names all his teams starting Rivertown for some reason.
Yeah, what is the reason exactly? Remind me.
Normally I say that that's the way I can name my teams whatever I want. I just put Rivertown in front.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And also next to me, I have a new guy to the channel, a new guy to me in general, actually. He stepped in at the very last minute, so he's a very brave man. I have Iron MAster from ReBBrL, representing ReBBrL. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me on here. Sorry you have me instead of Herringzord, but he had other pressing matters at this time too. But I hope to have a good match, and I want to see some of these guys do some BlitzBall.
Don't we all? And yeah, don't apologize for being on. I'm glad you're here, and I'm sure that Krijay is too, because it's good to have a couple in the box. I'm just looking to see if the boys have actually set up, and I can't see their game at the moment. I don't know how you guys are looking at it, actually. I forgot to ask, but are you guys looking at the game as well?
Yes, I'll be looking in Cabal Vision.
I'm looking in game. I'm just waiting for it to start.
All right then. Well, in that case then, we can maybe have a quick look at the teams, and I can put down this image finally. So let's do that because we're waiting briefly. Iron MAster, that might be a bit of difficulty for you because you're not in the league, but we can maybe say what we can see and you can comment on it as well.
Sounds good.
Okay. And Chris, you can probably have a look at the teams, or no?
Yes, I made a screenshot.
You made a screenshot because you're a genius. Yeah. Okay, that's good. And I'm doing it the slow and tedious way, but I'm finally there. Okay, so let's start off with Academy Mad and Markmail. The Undead team? Okay, so they sit at 1,490 TV. And what do we have here?
Just so you know, the game went live.
Of course it did. That's always the way it works, but thanks for letting me know. So, well, they're going to take a little while in inducement phase, so that's no problem. So we got both mummies. We got a block guard mummy and a block stand firm grab mummy. Two mighty blow whites, a guard leader ghoul, a block leader ghoul, blodge ghoul, blood sure hands, and then 4 zombies and a skeleton. What do you think of the team? How's it looking, guys?
I would say that the whites are a bit underdeveloped, but with those mummies, I mean, do you really care?
Yeah, I can agree. This team looks a bit more evenly spread than the other. I had a brief look before.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the one thing that could stop the Undead in their tracks is if they actually went against a real Agi team, they only have 2 tackle on their zombies.
Yeah, but as it's a final, actually, I think it's a team that's well set up for the opposition of Orcs, because they have quite a lot of damage dealers, actually. Alright. And taking a brief look at the Orcs then, because the game has gone live, so I don't want to be too long here. Where are the Orcs? There they are. 1540 TV, so 50k difference. We got all 4 Black Orcs, 3 lots of block. The 4 blitzers are nice. We got a block mighty blow tackle guard, a block guard stand firm with minus movement, block mighty blow jump up piling on, and block plus strength tackle stand firm. Then a thrower with blodge and 3 rookie linemen. What do we think?
Well, to me, as I said, this one looks a bit blitzer heavy. I don't know if he loses a blitzer or anything happens to them. He might feel like he's losing an arm or something. Otherwise, yeah, that one Black Orc is really out of place there. He really needs that block.
Yeah, I would have to say that this team just seems to be a little bit off on their black works, and that it would be pretty much an ideal orc team. But they have the blitzers, and that's what's going to be carrying them, especially with the jump up on the palm one. That's going to be a nice boon.
Yeah, I agree. The Blitz have been the real stars, and the slow development on the Orc team, on the Black Orc, sorry, is probably a little bit disappointing, but overall, looking nice. So, do you guys have a favorite?
I feel that Markmail is a favorite here, because he has more options than Orcs.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I'd have to say I think that Undead team is just, it's going to be powerhouse. And
Sorry, cut off at the end there. What was the last part?
the Undead's going to be a powerhouse for this match.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of faith in Blissfulfire as a coach, but I am hunting for the Undead as well. They just seem like they are ready for this, whereas the Orcs may be a little bit behind, so I think Undead are favorites too. Right, I'm leading into the game now, so sorry for the slight delay, guys. Hopefully they haven't got too far in. They're probably...
It's turn 1.
It's turn 1. Okay, so you guys are already there. Is everything dead already? Have I missed the whole action?
There was 1 KO.
1 KO already? Wow, okay. Sure thing. What got KO'd?
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Rhino. Okay. Blood Bowl's always a little bit
Orc
slow.
Lino, yeah.
Orc Lino, okay. My Blood Bowl's always a little bit slow, so sorry that I've got the better guys not streaming. I should let one of you guys host, really, considering I was going to be late, but we worked out this way for some reason. But I'll get there in a second. I'm just setting up all of the stream links as well, because we don't actually have an audience at the moment. So if you guys want to just hold the floor for a second when I try and get us an audience.
Yeah, looks like the Orcs are on defense. I don't know who got to choose the sides, so to say, but... Whoa.
Ooh, we have a death. Pickle is dead.
Awesome.
Probably going to be a permanent one.
Yeah.
So that is a +1 to the bench of the Undead. That's going to be a bit huge, considering that the Orcs didn't have a big bench. They only have Thrower now, so he's going to have to be 100% fielded.
And
That's
that was
fantastic.
after... yeah, that was after a foul as well.
Okay.
Now this makes sense because the Undead do have a bribe, and I think that's what they use the 50k inducements for, and they just put some pocket cash in there.
Yeah, that's one bribe and 2 Bloodwiser babes.
Didn't even spot the babes.
Okay, my stream is just catching up. The death has happened in front of us on screen, so we actually saw the Orc suddenly get a mohawk. He had a fantastic haircut as he got kicked in the shins there. And still checking out links, so I'll be right with you.
And we have an audience as well.
Hello audience, welcome to the stream.
Mint? No, that Pixie does?
That's Mint, yeah.
No, that's Mesh something. Sorry, I don't... Because they have double names always.
Meshuggah.
Meshuggah, yes. Meshuggah.
That is Meshuggah, yes. We have Meshuggah and Undo13 at the moment in stream, so hello to the two of you. In chat, I should say, not in stream. And there's a couple more, but they haven't said hello, so I'll leave it at that. And thank you, Doom, if you are in chat, because I did notice that you've linked for me, so thank you very much. I'll be right back with you.
So, turn 2 just started. You are on the same?
Yeah, it looks like I'm on
Yeah.
turn 2 as well, yeah. At the moment, we're waiting for Markmail to act. So let's put all these skills on as well. There we go.
Seems like the Undead decided to really heavily stack that LOS, and this is going to be playing the wall game.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to basically cage the orcs into, well, not cage, but put the orcs into one central fight, which is what you'd think the orcs want, but they're slightly more bash heavy on the undead side, actually. And Chris, I don't know what experience you've had of Markmail, but I've only seen him play actually one game.
I'm not sure I've played against him. I might have, but I don't really remember how it went. Probably I lost.
Well, I like...
Because I was
Go on.
because probably I was playing with my halfling team, so
Were you in the same division?
maybe not. But I think I've played him. Maybe that was the mixed league.
No, I think you were in the same division, actually. I think you were game 1 against him, maybe. Yeah, it was the game where your halfling tripped over grass and died.
Yeah, that's every game.
I was about to say, that doesn't sound distinct for halflings.
Yeah, but it was distinctive for the Krijay video. That was kind of the point I was making there. Sorry guys, I just need to mute myself because I need to move rooms. So can you hold the floor for 1 second again? Then I will be here full time.
So, looking at the Undead coach, I might even chuck a foul at this strength 4 guy. It might be worthwhile even without that much of an assist on it, just to get that hit.
Yeah, as I said, if Blissful loses his blitzers, he's in real trouble. So I agree that could be a way to go.
Next thing I really like is how he's actually positioning his mummies on the black orcs over there. The mummy and the plus strength zombie, just to keep it at a very nice area.
It's a very early split of the mummies though, which is quite unusual in undead coaches. There's quite a big gap between them, though. Yeah, as you say, they do have the zombie that is kind of a half mummy as well.
I think he has the, so to say, the better mummy on the correct side, just in front of the ball. He can use the, I tend to forget the names of the skills, the grab skill, to move anyone out of the way as well.
Sure. This is a quite stereotypical Blissfulfire play as well, where he has a very flat line of orcs. He does this a lot, and to be honest, I'm not entirely sure this strategy is going to work in this game.
Yeah, it seems to be kind of an undead strategy that the undead are going to be planning to use against him. I think this next big block is going to be if he knocks down the mummy or not, because with Stand Firm, he's going to get a free hit if he doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely. And even as a Black Orc, it's not really a position that you want to get punched here, especially with the zombie that can come in with support as well. I'm surprised there's piling on piece at the back as well, actually. It's, that kind of smells of fear to me, as opposed to a plan.
I'm actually kind of okay with it because he does have a bribe and dirty player nearby. So as long as he keeps it away and kind of makes him exhaust his resources before it gets to the Palmer, he should be in an okay spot.
I feel it's a bit early to say. We need to wait until turn 4 or 5, and then we'll see what's happening. Unless, of course, Markmail just goes in and scores early.
I think another score is viable, though. I mean, you wanna kind of drag this game out if possible. I guess both coaches are kind of looking for a 2-1 grind here, realistically. And he did actually power the mummy, so that's nice.
So lucky not to stand firm. I don't think I would follow this one up.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, that Bliss has different ideas.
Though we did just knock down both mummies, and now one's quite separated with Mr. Blork over there.
That's very true, but he has given Markmail actually a turn to recover here, because he can basically just stand off and push the orcs back, as it looks like he's doing.
You might honestly just take his turn resetting where he is, and then worrying about where he's going to go next turn.
It certainly looks that way, especially with that use of Blitz. I gotta give Markmail props as well that he still has that lone skeleton. Obviously, Iron MAster, you're quite new here, but I'm a big fan of skeletons, so I'm really glad there's one to enjoy. Though it looks mostly like he's a target.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's about skeletons, you know? I'm ready for the 1 die. That's not happening.
That's fair.
But I'm not exactly thrilled about that spot he put himself in, because Blissfulfire does have yard to throw around a bit. So he can re-knock down that mummy, then reset up to where he's just marked by one guy and kind of toss them away.
Yeah, it's actually given Blissfulfire a bit of space as well, which he didn't really have last turn. But he's given him a little bit of maneuverability by moving the mummy in so deep like that. Well, deep for a mummy.
See, now the orcs are going to be kind of coming crushing in over here, getting the mummy over down, and maybe just putting it back on that single black orc.
Yeah, I can get behind that. This comes from the time of Blissfulfire student time, I think, where I tried to actually teach him this kind of boxing technique where you force your opponent into a corner, and it looks like he's trying his best to do that against Undead here.
Alright, you taught him to play orcs, right?
Well, we went through a tutor league together. He was actually he was a student in the ReBBrL actually before he was a student with me. So he's had 2 seasons. I don't know if you played orcs in both.
Seems like he's getting a nice position now. Probably going to bring his last black work without a skill somewhere up near the scrum. He should be in a good spot.
Yeah, please excuse the background noise. I'm sure it's not annoying you, but yeah, my wife's doing things in the kitchen. All good. So you can make more noise, you're fine.
Was she turned on the washing machine?
No,
It's very relaxing.
I wasn't going to say this, but I actually spent the first few moments of the stream sitting in the bathroom because the washing machine was on. So I was in a very small box watching these guys play. Oh.
Not sure I would have gone for that blitz, but it certainly paid off with KO there.
Yeah, the follow is a bit of a surprise, though. The blitz was in the first place, I agree, but the follow is a... Well, it locks up the 2 players.
I was thinking he more hit the lineman off to the side and then ran up, but now he can still run through that side or just cage up by moving over to the side.
Yeah, it looks to me like we're going for a kind of creeping death style movement of the undead here. Just a couple of spaces a turn until you're ready to run it in at the end, maximizing time. Hello, Andes. Welcome to the stream. And Undo is indeed in the chat. Yes, good to have you here.
So if you were to put this ball carrier somewhere, are you just going to be moving him up 2 spaces, or would you go next to some of the orcs and use the mummy as a cage corner still?
I wouldn't go near the orcs. I would just cage up 2 2 spaces, yeah, as you said. Oh, looks like he's doing that as well.
It actually looks like he's making a very... Oh, maybe not. He's caging around the edge, okay. Yeah, I probably would have gone for the 2 spaces as well, but I would have actually used the central position, I think, and made a very solid wall cage, and then Blissfulfire really has to think about how to break in. At the moment, I think he's left a little bit too much space.
Honestly, with the 2 orcs at the top, I feel like you can kind of cut off the sideline as the undead are trying to crawl up.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you both watching from Undead side?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, me too. The stream is watching from Undead as well.
I'll switch, otherwise we'll be talking about different stuff. I'm so used to watching from the orc side, so... But alright.
We look very serious in commentary. Okay, well, we should make more jokes about, you know, mummies and bandages and limbs falling off and things like this, apparently. Oh, wow. I spoke too soon.
Well, I guess the bandages did fall off, man.
They did, yeah. I didn't quite see the limb
So that's gonna
fly.
be a KO.
Yeah.
And that's the better mummy as well. But, that good skill that I mentioned before.
Grab. Yeah. Oh.
Honestly, that's gonna mess up his game plan, I feel, because without the big guy, it's gonna be a rough time. And there's the double skulls there, going into a bolt down.
Oh, piling on, finally.
You're a bit behind, I think, Iron MAster, but we got an injury on zombie there, the strength zombie as well. Oh, and no regen. That's huge.
It's always nice.
That was good use of piling on, for certain.
Now that he's also gotten the dirty player down, he should feel pretty safe about no one actually coming to hit him.
Yeah, the positioning really has bitten Markmail a bit here, because he's kind of trapped in this corner now.
I feel like you can set a pretty easily assisted hit on the line orc, and then he's just going to have to go for a sideline cage, I feel.
Yeah, he doesn't really have enough turns to retreat, I agree with you, but at the moment he's kind of all eggs in one basket position, so it's going to get very tight in these last few turns.
You could just try and run away. Mark the both blitzers at the top, and then just run away.
Definitely an option. It looks like he is going forward though. Maybe sideline cage here. Hello D, welcome to stream. I hope your game went well, though I didn't get to see the result yet.
That's going to have to be a reroll. Not
Yeah.
sure why he's using the whites for this. I would have used the ghouls still, even with them being AB7 no regen.
I guess the idea is a counterattack if necessary, but yeah, the dodge can help as well on the sideline, because there's not a lot of tackle on this orc team, so... And this is going for a cage further up the field than we are expecting.
Well, he's not
I'm
marking
thinking
the
he's
blitzers.
trying to do a screen with it too, so you can't actually get a direct hit at the ball carrier. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's good positioning in the end.
I feel like he didn't really have to do the GFI with the white, but it worked out.
Well, I'm okay with the GFI, but he shouldn't have done it first. That's the main issue there. And we get a nice little block at the end.
I'm liking the blitz with the mummy just to start marking up these guys. Don't like him putting next to the jump up though.
Yeah. Just asking to get your second mummy knocked out there, really. Blissfulfire has a lot of spaces free here as well, with the ability to get a fourth one out. So he can actually cause problems to that cage. Well, Karen the Dirty Player is nice.
Surge. I've seen that name before.
Yeah, they're all named after the Mad Academy coaches, so all of the coaches are based on members of their community.
I wonder who's called Pickle. That was the first player knocked out. No,
That was from
never
Blissfulfire.
mind. Yeah, that's the region player. Yeah.
Yeah, Blissfulfire's idea is, I think it's herbs, basically, is the idea of the game, but the naming scheme. Though pickle isn't a herb, so maybe not. Just things that are green. Let's go with that.
Okay. I like the Black Orc. Another lime joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the armor value breaks are coming thick and fast now. We're getting the blood on the undead side, which is ironic because they don't bleed.
Going for the 1 die on the mummy, and we get a pow.
Oh!
Injury.
So, pretty sure that's a regen Kaz.
Yeah.
Yep, so he just really lucked out on that one with having the mummy still play now.
Yeah, that could have actually been game over if the zombie and the mummy were out. The strength zombie, I mean. And tackle pays off too. Oof. That's not stopped the score.
I think he just wants 3 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, really limiting his turns to score is what the Undead are trying to do, but if he can't knock down these blitzers, he's going to have to go for it.
Yeah. Sorry, Ook, I missed you. Good evening, Ook. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. There we go.
Touchdown.
Alright, 1-0 to Academy Mad. And that name I can't pronounce. He managed to score. Well done, that name I can't pronounce.
Yeah. Throw? That must be a French thing. Throw?
Yeah. Sthmo is the closest I can get as well, but pronunciation is difficult.
I would not
doesn't
say this
score
is
it.
ideal for the Undead, though, because giving 3 turns for Orcs to score is kind of their minimum usually, but he can make it happen.
I just hope Smo is not going to score another time. Otherwise, I'll have to clean my microphone.
Yeah, we can just we can give him some kind of nickname, I guess.
Oh, and he can level up as well. That matters for season 3, maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can talk about Season 3 very quickly, actually, I guess, when they're setting up. In Season 3, actually, every team is welcome to return to this league. That's going to be the idea. So the ADEnglish Legendary is going to see the return of some teams, hopefully, and we'll get kind of legendary system going on, where...
So are you expecting only experience? So, say coaches from season 1 and 2?
Well, as you well know, the plan at the moment is to allow rookie teams in as well, but I haven't finalised the rules at all, so I'm not going to say anything in stone. The only thing I'm going to say is that teams can come back in Season 3. That's all I know for sure at the moment. Hopefully we'll have Iron MAster in Season 3 too, and also in Season 2. I hope you do join in the end, though I'm not trying to press you into it, just to be clear. That would be nice if you did.
No, it's okay. I was just taking my time on it and
yeah, no worries.
seeing, because I got like new dogs coming in and I want to make sure I have time for them still.
That's the best excuse I've ever heard. Especially considering that we have a lot of meme jokes about dogs in ICBBL and also my league. You can't...
We joke only about cats, not dogs.
Yeah, says the dog. Ah, new dogs. What do you mean? You've got puppies, or they're coming in the mail?
Puppies on 10th.
Okay. Well, congratulations, I guess. I don't know what you say to somebody who's having puppies, actually.
Woof woof.
Woof woof, that's perfect, yeah. Woof woof. Oh, there goes the skeleton.
And he's asking who's washing the dishes in the studio.
That will be the goblins who look after the keys and everything when we're all doing our talking.
I'm surprised. Why put the skeleton on the LOS when he could have put a zombie there?
Sorry, I just wanted to see the piling on before I answered. I think because the skeleton is the least valuable piece. I know it has better AV, but it's pointless if you lose it, so I guess that's the logic. The zombie's better, I agree.
And then also putting his dirty player instead of his tackle piece up is weird to me.
Yeah, you're from the community that are renowned for fouling, though, whereas in Mad Academy and our other leagues, actually, fouling is less of a legitimate tactic to a lot of people. I'm not saying it's not legitimate, but it's something that a lot of people don't think about so much. So dirty player is less valuable to a Mad Academy coach, I think, than tackle. But not in this game.
So are they forbidden to foul, so to say, or what?
No, of course they can foul. It's just that it's not their primary goal most of the time.
It's not the SOP of it. Because for Rebel, it's like whenever you get a chance, you usually foul.
Yeah, exactly. Though to be honest, the tackle piece has almost no value in this game, so the tackle piece would have been a much more sensible choice on the line. I do agree. The only thing he's useful for is getting the ball carrier, the thrower. Okay.
If he didn't have a bribe, I could kind of see it for the thrower, but still.
I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, no worries. So we're going for an elf screen here, a dead elf screen for that matter, just trying to stop this.
I'm guessing the blitz is just going to be a mummy one onto a black orc.
Probably. I can't really see any other option being viable. Well, I mean, if he does want to go forward a bit, he can have a go at that blitzer, but the blitzer isn't worth it as much, and no block, so it's a nice juicy target actually, that black orc.
The best part is he can follow that one up and keep it in a nice little boxed-in area.
Oh!
Oh, poor
That
line
is
joke.
a dead guy.
There's the Apo.
That's the second one.
Well, he came back. We've still got some orcs, but yeah, second death already, and Apo is now gone.
Though for pitch numbers, this means we're going to be down 2 players. So that's going to be a bit rough for the orcs.
Yeah. Well, the KO has a couple of times to come back, so could see the full team return at the start of the second half. Or am I miscounting?
Do you see
Yeah.
a way through the defense?
Not a good one.
He's going to have to utilize that shrink 4 blitzer, I feel, and try to hit the white and then come down that way.
Yeah, he's gonna have to
He's
set
going to
him.
have to make a bad dodge, but if he can get the ball on him and then just hope he doesn't get sacked, and I guess that's the best play I can see. I don't see a great other way.
Well, I think that way too, though it's going to require some ball movement, which isn't orcs unless they're my orc speciality. So, well, this is kind of one of, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but this is also one of Blissfulfire's weaknesses. He tends to take too long to move the ball forward, and he may suffer from that here.
But he didn't have any other. He didn't have a chance here. The ball was at the back. He picked it up.
Yeah.
Moved it up, and that's where he is.
Sorry, I mean he has to move the ball now, is what I'm saying, and I'm afraid that he won't, or not far enough, is my point.
Oh, okay.
Seems like we're probably going to be chucking our blitz either at the mummy or we're just marking him up. But trying to see what his real target is going to be weird, and where he plans to move the ball.
Well, if he sets up the defense well and moves the blitzer forward, he can actually put the ball into a safe position and hand off next turn and manage to score. Though, to do that, he might actually be... Oh, never mind.
Ooh, one dice skull into a both down, so...
Yeah, don't like the one dice.
Not doing anything.
Don't like that one dice. He could have set up a 2 dice there. I don't really understand why he didn't. Because you got to be going for the score here. You can't be going for a slow advance. So that's a very strange play to me. Interesting. Chat's actually suggesting that maybe avoiding contact for 2 turns is a legitimate strategy.
Maybe chat is looking at a different game.
Maybe. Oh, actually, that might have been a response to the undead elf screen. When I think about it, I might be a bit behind with chat. Well, Markmail doesn't have to do much here, really.
Well, he needs to take out more orcs. Maybe, if he can.
Yep, I'm seeing if we're going to decide to stand firm here. There is a dirty player if he doesn't stand firm nearby. He elects not to put him next to it. I don't agree with that. He has the bribe still, and even checking a badly assisted foul could work out. Though it would be -2, so maybe not the most worthwhile.
Yeah, it would have been a bit of a uphill dicing there, but I think he's just going for maximum defense here, even though he doesn't need to, because Bliss doesn't have a scoring threat here. No, not at all.
He's probably just going to take his extra hit now and just kind of leave it.
Yeah, well, he still has the Blitz, of course. I think I'd go Mighty Blow white, personally, but we could go for a black orc if we're feeling a bit saucy. And given the development cycle, it does look like mostly the mummies are doing the blitzing in this team. That's why he needs a troll and goblin. Yeah, the undead team is totally missing a troll and goblin.
Don't think I agree that blitz. He could have hit the black work on a 2-die or the blitzer with guard stand firm.
Yeah, the blitzer with guard stand firm is a little bit of a tricky one, but that's definitely an option. Oh, actually, if you use the white, it's pretty straightforward. Oh, double skull. Well, I suggested the... Oh, that's an injury. No regen. Bye-bye, dirty player. Well, that
So,
helps.
we have a bribe, no dirty player now.
I was going to say, the reason for the white, I guess, is that you have less players based up at the end of the turn. That was the reason I would have gone with the white as well. Because Bliss isn't moving this turn. Even though the other piece is more value, it's just protecting your own team for the second half at this stage. That's a piling on.
So you find a POW, and we're going to be piling on this for sure. No damage though, so gotta be the undead. You're going to be quite happy about this. You're going to have more 88 on the field.
Okay, well, it's halftime. I have a promotional message to read.
Go for it.
Just gonna find it quickly. Yeah, it's one of the sponsors of the teams. It's from Orchidas. And they're saying so. Have you recently mutated? Get your mutation equipment at Orchidas stores for 50% less. Discounts apply to second helmets, extra gloves, or boots. And also tentacle warmers because it's winter. And you must show your mutation at checkout to get the discount. Thanks.
This stream is not sponsored by anybody.
No.
Thank you for that, Krijay. That was good. Good thing that the sponsors will now finally release our children.
Yeah, we're forced into this.
Absolutely. It used to be by a god in the old league, but in our league we just have gangs of ugly things coming to our door all the time. Now going back to the end of that half.
They're awesome. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, you probably didn't get to see them. You know, the rat ogre tends to throw them out before the new guys come in, just so you know that side is just kept on the low key. You know. Now going back to the end of that, though, yes, I would agree. The piling on not working was great. I was surprised there was no vanity pass just for the sake of it on turn 8 there. Just to get the extra potential SPP.
I think he was just caught in the moment, but he's 30 out of 31, isn't he?
Yeah.
Nope, he's 26.
Oh, he's 26.
So,
I was looking at the wrong piece then.
it wouldn't have actually mattered for this game, but one SPP is still one SPP.
Yeah. I mean, you may as well take it when that's the only action you've got left, but all good. Skeleton's on the line again.
Yeah. It seems like we're not going to be using our Palmer for LOS blocks, maybe? Or is he trying to make this like a 3-die?
Nice. 3-die looks like the option, and against the skeleton, most likely to stay down. No! Don't do it! Oh.
You see there, I think that was Thick Skull working right there.
It was, yeah.
But no, Thick Skull just got mighty blowed over.
It did. Just a KO though. The skeleton, the best piece in the team, is still potentially coming back. We're fine. Sorry, punching my computer, as you do.
Protecting his Palmer a bit, I really would actually kind of keep him a little bit open. Maybe leave a no assist foul that can happen on him, but you still do throw up something. But I feel like without a dirty player, he's really not in that much trouble.
Yeah, to be honest, I'd actually like the undead to be coming onto my piling on piece at this stage in the game, because the injuries are going the orcs' way a little bit. So it's a good psychological ploy.
What is the player count difference?
I think they're even.
Are they? I have to do the manual counting.
Got 5, 8, 10. I think we're 10 against 10 against 10.
Okay.
Now, that extra zombie from the original kill did help Markmail for a turn, but now not so much.
Well, he's still helping. It's the skeleton that's laying us all down.
Absolutely not. The skeleton is the god of the Blood Bowl, you know. Of the Blood Bowl? Yeah, sure, of the Blood Bowl. I'm using poor grammar to emphasize my point there.
Found the undead. I'm probably committing a little bit to this left side.
Yeah.
And then leaving some mobile players in the back to just switch sides if he has to.
Yeah, if I'm undead, I'm probably trying to force a field switch here. Though, if I'm orcs, I'm still coming down this way, so it's hard to say. The positioning of the mummy is going to be really important here, actually. Whichever side he puts him on is going to force the orcs in the other direction. Oh,
Going for
hello.
the foul.
Get a KO, that's not too bad. Black Hawk out. We've given a position with that foul though, which I'm not too keen on personally. That's why I don't like the fouling game.
You didn't have to go all in on this as he did, but the foul was a worthwhile foul to take. Maybe not on a stunned player, but he's going for it and removing players. So he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm afraid that's going to actually bite him by committing to that foul at this stage.
Yeah, but he has his ghouls and he can move around just in case he needs.
Yeah, he might give a few squares, but I feel like he can kind of calm it back down by throwing the mummy over there with block, and then the mighty blow white and the ghouls. So, seems like we're just switching mostly to the middle of the pitch.
Yeah. This could have been more aggressive there, actually, than he has been.
Oh, and the undead have both mummies back. Alright, I didn't see that.
Double skull. I think I might have actually taken that one. He's not in the worst spot to eat it.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, this is a little bit overprotective for my personal taste here. The orcs don't really need this much protection. Oh. And yeah, that's unfortunate. But well, the ground doesn't have mighty blow, as they say, so... Not a bad choice there.
I feel like this is where the undead start to come up and base everything. And then really slow down the orcs before they can get to the end zone. We can also clear off the Palmer and get a decent foul on him if he really wants.
Yeah, that's definitely an option, actually. I really don't like Bliss's play here, to be honest. He's put himself into a position where he's going to get grounded to a halt now. It's pretty easy just to engulf this front line, and then Bliss can't move for 2 turns.
So I think the way he's going to do it is he probably brings his guard grab mummy against the block work, hits him down. It's not a knockdown, but he can still keep that area tied up. And now he's even splitting off the other black orc that can just get a zombie on it.
Yeah, if he locks up these 2 black orcs, basically, Bliss has lost too much of his team to really be able to safely move. Which is what I meant by grinding him to a halt for the next couple of turns, because he's going to have to spend some time cleaning this up now. And the piling on piece is almost definitely getting fouled here, even if it's a cheap one. Yeah, chat's going a bit mad. Sorry, chat. I haven't been doing very well at keeping up with you guys. So, D-Man says probably plays for 1-1 at this point. I kind of see that. Gives you... The problem is that if you play for 1-1, then you're relying on the coin flip in the overtime. To be honest, this would have been better off scoring relatively quickly and trying to steal the ball.
Can the orcs steal the ball?
Yeah, they can. Well, even if you score relatively quickly, you can still kind of flatline and try and get these ghouls down.
The only thing I don't like about how he did it was I might have even marked with the white on the black work and then used the fresh zombie to foul, just so you could have the extra assist. But seems like we're going to make a little chain push here. Where do we put it?
Into the bulk, apparently. I can see that. You can get the black hook out quite cheaply now, actually. And PO the white if you move the zombie on the floor back.
No, he's in the mummy. He can just push the white back and then you add an assist. Then make a new cage right where you PO'd it.
Yeah, that too. That's actually more logical. Sure. It's a good PO actually as well. It's really good positioning. He doesn't even need to cage. Oh yeah, he does. Sorry, I missed these 2 pieces down here. I was on the wrong part of the screen.
Though he might just use the black work. But I think this is a decent removal chance on it.
No, he's got to be piling on, surely. He's moving the ball first. Okay, that's good. Did we need the extra assist? Oh Now he is going to have to use the Black Orc. Oh dear.
Ouch.
Man, that's really quite unlucky. What was that, 5 ones in a row?
If you check back. Probably, yeah.
5 ones in a row. 4, actually, if you include the injury. 6, sorry, if you include the injury.
Oh, that is just rough.
Yeah. Well, that's a throw your headphones across the room moment. Nah, Blissfulfire is quite calm, to be fair.
At least you'll have something to brag about. I don't know many people who would throw 6 ones in a row.
Yeah, it's...
Now losing another black work just to a block like that, to a minus AV too. It's definitely not the best of times here.
What was the SPP on that Black Orc? 13.
13?
Oh, that's a difficult fire, actually. Though... Yeah, I'd say that piece is dead. Depends if he levels, actually. If he levels, then maybe you get something good. Otherwise, he's probably gone.
I feel like if he levels and gets doubles, then you keep him. If not, you might need to recycle.
Blissfulfire is calm? Really? Yeah, D. When many people are watching, then yes, Blissfulfire is absolutely calm.
Well, at least something worked out for him.
Yeah. That actually helps him. Gives him an out, at least. Well, Markmail needs to either blitz or lock up this Black Orc, and the better blitzing option is definitely the Blitzer. Though, if we can stop the Black Orc from moving, we can stop the Orcs from moving in general.
Okay, looks like he wants the ball.
I don't exactly agree with that positioning of the Orc, because now he has guard on both of them, and Stackle on his ghoul.
Yeah. Though I think he's going to try and get another ghoul round the back. I think that's what's going on here. Yeah, but second GFI is down. It doesn't help though. As soon as the guard stands up, we've still got a pretty straightforward block to get out of this. A blitz and a block, I mean. Block, blitz, block.
Yeah, but he will only get one block. So he needed the other player marking the ball carrier anyway. Well, he can get 2 blocks, but that's not enough. Is it? We'll see. He knows better.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Well, just 1 block left.
Yeah, I was expecting that to be his blitz actually.
Yep.
Maybe moving... Yeah, that block first and then followed by a blitz, but okay, we're doing it differently, sure. Because I mean, now he's in a position where he basically has to dodge.
Well, he has dodge on that player as well.
Yeah, but dodging that
He
piece
really
is
just has to
risky.
deal with that mummy, I feel, and then he can try to get back into a new cage again.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then there.
And he's got the money, just deciding what to do with it. Don't do it. Not worth it. Good man.
But it's so tempting.
Yeah, it is tempting, but it would be silly. That's a surprising blitz.
You know what? He's actually coming around the other side.
Yeah, he wants to run through, I think.
Yeah. Relying very heavily on dodge, though.
There's no space to go now.
Well, he can still move the blitzing piece.
Yeah, but he needs to... Oh, no, that's the orc player. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
I don't think you needed to move him down that far.
Yeah, it's a bit... It's getting away from the mummy, I think, is the main idea there, but it's kind of thinking 2 turns ahead. Because now both mummies are well out of position. They're basically out of the game until we reset. Yeah, of course he wasn't happy about the quad skulls. I was joking. I was just, giving him a bit of a... I was being nice. That was all. Not like me, I know. D-Man says, I don't like Bliss's chances here. I don't know, I think Bliss is kind of in control of this drive at the moment.
He just needs to score and he can restart.
Yeah.
This goes to overtime format, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then he still only has 1 reroll going in, which is going to be a bit of a rough time.
Yeah. In that regard, definitely. The dice have given him a bit of a bum deal, but... I don't know, getting into the KO part shouldn't be too hard. Overtime part, I mean.
And there's the 2-die opening.
Okay, yeah, sorry D, I'm always behind in chat, More interested in, in what's going on live. Oh dear.
Oh wow.
Well, there goes a reroll.
I don't agree with him going after the blitzer instead of the thrower. Even though he had to roll a pal, it was still a 2-die on... Oh wait, no, he had guard.
Yeah. He's forcing Bliss to roll the dice this way, basically.
How is that niggled lineman still there?
That's a good question, actually, because I think it was one of the really early games that he got niggled.
He's called grass, he has to be there.
Ah, there we go then. He's greener on the other side, Yeah, sorry, that was awful.
That is true. DD Man is right. He could have dodged the blitzer, but then he was there to punch the lineman.
Well, what we're saying, dodging the blitzer and could have dodged with the white for a 2-die. I see.
But now Blissfulfire is really disconnected from his team. And
Yeah.
I think he's just going to have to blitz with his ball carrier and hope pre-pals a ghoul. If not, he's going to have to run through some bad tackle zones and try to score.
Yeah, well, the other option is a bad option. We can try and dodge out the blitzer by the mummy, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 1-die blitz out. We could take the 2-die blitz out, but it's...
Well, I'm rooting for the orcs. Ah, I said it too late.
Well, now we have to dodge back. And potato. Or just stay there and get blocked.
He's honestly not in the worst spot to just stay there.
Yeah, I think stay there is better, but it is kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Well, the dodge...
If his guard wasn't in such a nice spot and stand firm, then yeah, I would say dodge out, but it's kind of meant to do that.
Don't reroll.
Don't reroll.
Oh no. Okay. Well,
Honestly, that gives him a lot of positioning, though. Because now he actually has somebody to recover the ball if it goes down, someone to put a tackle zone on, and then the mummy's still held up by the black orc.
yeah, it wasn't worth his last reroll though. He's gonna
That
he's
was
gonna
the
suffer.
last one,
He's gonna suffer because of that. I'm afraid. I agree with the idea, but when it fails, you let it go. Especially if Markmail manages to push the ball onto his last remaining ghoul.
And there's a pal on the ball carrier, broken armor, and we still got a tackle zone on the ball. Yeah,
Good
I
scatter
think
from
the
this.
blitz here is going to be a bit hard on the blitzer, as no one's really free to do it, but I can see the zombie just marking up the ball
Yeah.
and trying to pick up on a 4+.
That was a lucky scatter for Bliss, to be honest. But yeah, the zombie's still a bit of a problem. If it wasn't a tackle blitzer, I would actually go for the ball here. But because of the tackle blitzer, it's not really worth it. Oh, he's still got a blitz. I missed that.
The only problem is, what do you blitz? Because you can only really manage a 1 die on the blitzer that's covering the ball. Or you can try to hit one of the other things that are based on your mummy or your white.
Well, yeah, okay, that's fine. I mean, the other option, because we've got the 2 rerolls, would have been actually half die and try to steal the ball. But it would be risky, but if we got away with it, then we'd be in a pretty solid position. And
I think the only problem with stealing the ball here is he has to do a 3+ dodge to even get to the ball.
No, if he took the half die on the blitzer, it's a half die, I know, but push would be good enough just to get him out of the way. Oh,
You can't push
dodge
him.
through the Black Hawk, I see. Oh, he's stand firm. Of
Stand?
course he is.
Stand
Yeah,
firm,
okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's why it was super scary still.
Okay, we're 1 die. Sure. That's good. That's not good enough.
I feel like he's going to have to just sit him there. You're not going
Yeah.
to want to dodge out.
Oh, that's
Big
nice.
injury here.
That's really nice for Markmail, really bad for Blissfulfire.
So as we were talking about, the blitzers were the main part of his team, so losing
Yeah.
one of these, not having a black work, and not having a bench, it's going to be a bit of a rough time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's still got to pull this out in 3 turns just to get to the knockout stage. It's not an easy ask, actually. I guess we just sit here for 1 turn. But stand on the ball.
Seems Blissfulfire is just going to try to hold up the ball, then
Yeah.
try to hold up all the positionals he can with what he has up on top, and make a pick up and run down play.
Yeah, he's trying to give himself time for the thrower to come back. That's the main goal here.
I would not have even tried to jump up there. I would just let a hit happen, because holding down that mummy's going to be huge instead of letting his guard come over.
Sorry, what was his option other than taking the jump up there? I missed your point there.
Just standing up, taking the block instead of letting the mummy come down.
Ah, I see. Yeah, there's a good chance that he... I think if you double click on a piece, then it just automatically tries to jump up.
Yep.
So that's probably what happened there.
No, with jump up, if you double click, it'll still say jump up. That just means you have your full movement.
Okay. I was off screen when it happened, so I didn't actually see what happened. So maybe it made sense to the guys in chat, but it didn't make sense to me for a second. Sorry.
Yeah, DD man, he did try to block, but I'm saying is all he had to do was just click on his player twice and stand him up, and he would have been good.
I see. Tried to block. Okay, now I'm with you. Yeah, I agree with you in that case. Yeah, just standing up would be much better than trying to take the block there.
Oh, and that mummy stand firm as well, so...
Yeah, now we're in the battle of the stand therms.
I don't think I like him pushing that stand firm piece away. He was much better where he was. He had guard on 3 different players.
Yeah, I don't really understand that either. He's trying to give himself an I don't know. I don't know what the thinking is there, to be honest. Oh, and he's down. That's bad news for Bliss. I don't understand the
I'm
non-stand from
guessing
there
he's
either.
trying to get free himself, but yeah, not too happy about that sort of thing because now he's just going to run up and he's pretty much safe with his zombie over there if he just runs him up too.
Yeah, the only piece that can get to him is the lineman, and that's now done as well with the Black Hawk going down. Yeah, that's unfortunate play from Bliss. He would have been better off just standing on the mummy on either side because it didn't give Markmail the gap that way, as it was. Gap's there, and now you can't defend against it actually.
Oh no, it's going to be trouble. We can't pronounce that ghoul's name who's carrying the ball. Should what?
Oh god.
Well, you know, it's the joy of having French coaches in the
Is it
league.
Maturidós?
Sorry, what?
Jeez, I'm trying to pronounce that name and that's just ugh.
Not
You were
really
pronouncing it. Okay.
Nakula Dos? Yeah, okay, not sure. Maybe match. Not really good. Yeah, okay. Don't know. I don't recognize the word. That's usually the way I pronounce things, but if I don't know the word, then I have no chance in French.
I think I found a play for Blissfulfire. He's gonna have to blitz with his jump up piece, take the one die on the white, and then try to run through the screen and mark the ball. If he gets the knockdown, it's gonna be a one dodge he has to do in a GFI.
That's easy.
Well, either that or we just simply dodge out the tackle with the same kind of idea and jump up failed. That's a shame. Oh, we've used the tackle. Okay. Well, that's a problem now.
Where's his blitz gonna be then?
Good
Like a misclick.
question.
Apparently that lineman.
Was it a misclick or was it a desperation play? Hard to say.
Desperation play by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'd say desperation play too. If you got nothing else, you may as well try it. Well, unless a miracle happens, like a death roller falls out the sky, then it looks like Markmail's taken this.
Seems so. And he still has his bribe. What a waste of money.
It wasn't a waste. It was good for the psychological effect.
That's overrated.
He did boot some people, so
He
it
did.
could have come into effect.
He also kept the piling on player back by having a foul, so it definitely works in that regard. What I am...
He could have.
Go on.
Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
You could have used that money to buy some mutation gear from Orchidus. Now it's wasted.
Well, there's always next season where they send the pestilence after you, you know. I mean, where they give you bigger sales and things.
You don't get bigger sales than 50% off in Orchidus.
Sure you do. You can pay with limbs. No, I was going to say to be fair to Bliss, I'm wondering how much psychological effect that string of ones has had, because there was a noticeable dip in judgment after that moment.
Just going for that thrower. He wants that AV8 pretty badly right here. But I think the main thing for Blissfulfire is he had the huge quad skull, and then also just if you look at his injury box and KO box,
Yeah.
you see it's definitely getting filled up there.
He's had some bad dice at key moments, and that tends to have a real knock-on effect of the psychology of the game. So
I would still give props to Blissfulfire. If you say this is his second season and he made to the final, I think he played very well.
oh yeah, absolutely. Both coaches have done fantastically well to get here. Don't get me wrong. I think Blissfulfire's dream was a little bit, road was a little bit harder than Markmail's as well, so I'll give extra props to Blissfulfire there. He had a real tough time getting to this final, actually.
Okay, don't give him any props anymore, he'll drown in them.
Well, we've got life belts, it's fine.
Wait, did you let him just get knocked down there?
I guess. Maybe a misclick?
That's really odd.
That has happened to me a couple of times where I've wanted to dodge and... Oh, bye-bye game. That was weird. Sorry, people watching. I don't know why it suddenly cut out like that.
Okay, a ghoul scored.
Yeah. That was beyond odd. So we don't get to see the ghoul dance in stream. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. That doesn't even make sense to me. But I guess it's because we were behind.
Not that great for cool dances, but we do see that there is a black work leveling on this and a white almost about to level. And Academy Y Mad, they're moving on to be the winners of the whole thing. Do what he thinks.
Yeah, congratulations to Markmail. He's the winner of Season 1.
Yeah, congratulations to Markmail, and commiserations to Blissfulfire and everybody else who was in the final. The semis had myself and Weave. We had, I can't remember all the people off the top of my head, but there were quite a lot of names, and that's gone down to semi-finals at least. So congratulations to all of you in Season 1, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in Season 2. Most of you are already here. Let's have one more great season. It's been fantastic. Thank you guys for all taking part and playing the games. Alright, let's just go through the statty bits here very quickly. So we got 2 touchdowns, 12 armor breaks, and as Iron MAster said, the white has come close to leveling with their MVP. The Punishers had a bit of a rougher time with 1 death, but 16 armor breaks and a level on Emerald, the most precious of all keystones. Kind of sounds like a bad bowel movement or something, but sure. In terms of SPP, we got here 11 on the Orc side and 17 on Undead side. Any last thoughts on the game, guys?
I thought it was pretty well played. Some of the mistakes were that we were seeing some overcommitting from the Orcs, and then just some of it was, oh, here's the quad skulls he never wanted, and then blop, it's not working out. But he did try his best. I felt like some of the end plays got kind of weird, like just throwing down players and then not trying to score really quickly. But other than that, they were trying their heart out and they were flinging their players to do anything. So thanks for the match, guys. It was very fun to watch.
It was, I was actually rooting for the Orcs. It's a shame it turned out with the quad skull like that. And I also didn't like the ghoul scoring because we still can't pronounce those names. And yeah, that's basically it for me.
Yeah, until I think there was definitely some frustration play in the second half of the game, but overall, I think Blissfulfire did pretty well on his defensive drive for certain. He really forced Markmail to get in early, and overall, very well played by Markmail. He had good control for the most part. So I think it's a well-deserved win, actually. Though I would have liked to see this go to overtime. So it was a bit of a anticlimactic final, actually, in the end. But never mind. So I want to give extra thanks to both my commentators in the box, and I am going to give them a chance to talk about their own content and their own channels right now. So first of all, thank you very much to Krijay, who is a long-time friend, like I said. Do you want to plug your channel?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel called Simulation Chris, and I also sometimes stream, less so lately because of ICBBL stuff, but you can find my streams in the ICBBL chat sometimes, and my YouTube channel as well if you want to watch some Blood Bowl content. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And Iron MAster, same offer?
So I got a YouTube channel you can check out, but it's mostly going to be for Rebel stuff, and it's like I have some highlights in there, and I do a lot of weekly recaps. So if you want to see some boring stuff, you know, go check that out. But the main thing is I do a lot of Twitch streaming, and it's a lot of champ ladder runs, or I'm going to cast my own game I'm playing and just kind of talk you through my thought process on how I play it.
Okay.
So thanks for having me on this, and it's very pleasurable being here.
You're most welcome, and thank you for coming in at the very last second. Got to give you massive props for that, because it really was only a couple of hours notice, so I appreciate that, I really do. Both Krijay and Iron MAster, I'm going to put your links in YouTube, but do you want to put your channels actually in the chat so people can go to them if they want to? Just so you can get a couple of followers off the back of this. I've got no problem with that.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Well, you're welcome to do it yourself, but I could do it afterwards. Otherwise, I don't have it in front of me at the moment, and I have a billion pings, so I'd rather not go to Discord at the second. But feel free to do that. Anybody watching on YouTube, though, the links are down below for Krijay and Iron MAster's YouTube and Krijay and Iron MAster's Twitch feed, so please do follow them. They're both fantastic. And
Well,
yeah, go on.
sorry. I'm putting the links in now.
Thanks, Chris. Well, hang on, I'll have a quick look for Iron MAster because you did send it to me before. Let's get it up. And I've just noticed in chat that you've asked for a post-season rundown. Yep, sure, I can do that. I may invite some members to join me in that as well, so that might be something that we do. Just getting Iron MAster's Twitch. You're known as Iron Adept on Twitch, or no?
That's right.
Okie doke. There we go then. There's Iron MAster as well. Guys, go take a look at those channels. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you very much for watching. If you have been, there will indeed be a post-season rundown at some point. I'll ask some guys to take part. Thank you one last time to Krijay and Iron MAster for being here, and every coach who has been in the competition.
Thanks a lot. The only problem was I think you posted your own link in there.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Right, let's fix that. How did that happen? Sorry. Let's try that again. Ah, yeah. Honestly, don't know how that happened. Sorry about that.
It's all okay.
I guess it didn't copy because it was on my feed before actually, so it makes sense. Yeah. Sorry guys, there's Iron MAster. So once more, just to really drill it home, go click on that and subscribe right now. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Do you guys want to say anything before I close the stream?
Now I got our last thoughts in, for me at least. So, see you guys.
See you in the chat. Goodbye.
Alright. I'm going to hand over to Haringzord now, so if you guys do want some more Blood Bowl action, Haringzord is live. He's going to be hosted here. Bye guys. Have a good evening. Day. Whatever.